Guess there's nothing else to do but to get back into it. Who remembers what's happening?
Well, actually, we had a talk before, and we're going to do the Dark Arena from now on.
To the what?
That's what we did last week.
Ah, okay. All right, the Duck Arena. The mind boggles.
Dark Arena. Hey.
Arena of time.
So anyway, the tournament day has started off.
Yep.
And the first activity after the procession, the royal procession, was I think the Tipsy Tunes, where we tried to compel or convince some people with a bit of storytelling while imbibing some beverages. However, left us somewhat intoxicated. So we didn't do so well with a couple of people that entered that. Then we had a go at some archery while standing on a wobbly pole. So you had to jump up onto the pole and then shoot well. And it turned out to be a lot trickier than it looked for the people that had a go. But we didn't know, Balson, whether you would like to have a go at one of those two sports.
I don't know if I'll be any good at it. I could give it a go.
The Battle of the Tipsy Tunes, which is a singing one, or the Nimble Eagle, which is an archery one?
I think I can probably do the archery one. I'll give it a go.
Right.
I've got, as part of my thing, Hold on. I'm looking for my book. I'll be back right now.
That is back pretty quick.
I spied my book on my...
So Riley, we're getting feedback off your microphone if you've got your headset on. Yeah, I assume that the fact that he muted means that it's solved that problem.
That's one way to solve it for sure. Right.
Deal with it.
Oh, wasn't supposed to press that button. All right. So the Nimble Eagle.
That was Riley putting on the voice.
So the Nimble Eagle. So the challenge is there's a balancing pole. You first have to correctly balance on the pole appropriately. And if you fall off, you lose points. Then our target is one of random targets. Could be a rabbit, could be an elk, could be a hawk. And you have to quickly identify it and then shoot a bullseye. Well, ideally shoot a bullseye. The current best score by other players, other non-player characters, I guess. And then what are you going to be shooting with, Balson?
I've got a short bow.
Short bow, fantastic. Okay. So first step, they set up this.
I think I've got 1 week. Yep.
Yep. There's a long pole with a short platform on top of it, and your first challenge is to try and balance onto the on the balance beam. So first up, make me an acrobatics check.
Okay. That is a 12.
That is good enough to maintain your balance on the top of the pole. Now, quick as a flash, they flash the sign up of an animal that you're supposed to be targeting. So to correctly identify the animal, please make me a perception check.
Here we go.
You call out
that
rabbit!
Is a 7.
You call out rabbit, but it was a deer.
It's a dog.
So you lose a point from that. Let's keep track of this as we go. So nothing on the first one, -1 on the second one. Now the final shot, the most important shot of all of them. Make an attack roll, please, to see how close you can get to the bullseye.
That is an 18.
18. 18 scores you just 1 point. Not as close as it could be. So, in fact, the net effect from your first one is 0 points. Oh, wait, no, you
I balanced.
You balance, so you don't get any penalty points.
Okay.
Or 1 point
Minus
penalty.
1 plus 1.
Minus
Yeah,
1 plus
so
1.
0.
Okay. But you have 3 shots at this, so you're at 0. To get the gold medal, as it were, you're looking for a 6 altogether. So let's start up. Make me another acrobatics check as you rebalance on the pole.
21.
Oh, perfect. No penalty points for that. And then another, quick as a flash, this wooden sign pops up. What's the animal?
It's a whale.
All right. It wasn't a whale, just as a clue. And finally, another, let's get my rule book up. An 18 is 1 point gained. So
it's another 0.
It's another 0.
I'll end strong, shall I?
All right. Third and final shot.
There you go.
Oh, acrobatics first.
20.
Oh, your balance.
23.
No one can doubt your balance. It's magnificent. But
7.
Oh, you miss it again. And final shot for honor.
20.
Well, I don't know. Net effect 0. So.
20 doesn't even get me a 1. Oh, okay. All right, good.
Oh,
no worries.
20. Oh, I apologize. You finished on 1 point. 20 earned you 2 points. So.
How much did the others get?
They were terrible. I don't think I even recorded them.
Yeah. I think someone got negative from memory.
Here we go.
Listened to it a couple of weeks ago.
Timothy got -1. Hector got 0. So Balson, you're the victor within your party members with a massive 1 point.
We see you. Yeah, I flex for my friends.
All right. No. Oh, across the Gankar's Change Bridge into the High District, you make your way over to the Zakar Plaza. And there's some type of competition going over there, which you see a sign above it. It says, "Welcome to the competition of the Merfolk Lumberjacks. The first prize is a dust of dryness, sponsored by the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities." And as you're approaching Zakar Plaza, an old lady comes up to you, carrying a tray of what looks like ginger cookies. And she says, "Ginger cookies for sale. Just a copper piece, please. Help an old lady pay the bills. Just a copper piece per cookie. Are you guide, sir?" As she approaches.
How does it look?
How does what look?
Oh no, compared to the treats that we had from the other place, from the gnomes, how does it look?
There were
compared to
halflings. They're not as good, but they are cheaper.
Oh, halflings, sorry. Yep.
Yeah, theirs go for a silver. These ones are going for a copper. I'd like to buy some.
I'll grab one. Do you guys want one? Spend my ill-gotten gains on you.
I know it's probably.
I'll try one.
It's not that old lady that conned us, is it?
Nope.
Was that an old lady, or was it a that was a gnome, wasn't it? Or someone small?
It was a halfling as well, I think.
No, that was another halfling.
This was the one that pulled a scam on you. Was this lady here, Granny Perla? This is not Granny Perla. For one thing, I think she was a halfling. This is just a human-sized woman. Probably human, but she's very old. She's very gnarled. And sorry, who got a cookie? I think everybody except Riley confirmed. Did you get one, Riley?
I do not have the funds to get a cookie.
Come on,
I'll
boy.
buy
I'll buy you a cookie. Come on.
I'll buy you a cookie. I was going to shout.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
to get these ill-gotten gains off me. So, is it a copper each? Is it, Malcolm?
Yeah, so, yeah, 1 copper, so it's not going to break the bank either way. And they're just like, what do you call them in New Zealand? Ginger nuts, those type of style of cookies. Though freshly baked, unlike the ginger nuts in New Zealand. Okay, who's going to try one?
Oh, definitely me. So, what's the saving throw? Constitution?
Oh, no saving throw. It's a cookie. It tastes quite good.
I'll eat it too.
Okay. Timothy?
I'll have mine, and before she goes, I'll say, "Oh, I haven't had one of these since I was back home. Here's another copper for you," and I'll give her a tip.
Thank you very much, young lad. This is fantastic. Yes, an old family recipe passed down from generations to generations. Nice to know we have a connoisseur here. Enjoy. And she waddles off to a different part and continues selling her cookies. Did Hector try his cookie?
I'll save it for later.
I'll eat mine.
Who was that? Bowson, was it?
Yep.
Okay. As I said, it's delicious and gingery. Okay, so eat the cookies if you like. Now, the next scene you come across, there's a large crowd gathered to watch this event. Now, a couple of royal swords have been here to assist. For safety reasons, as you'll no doubt see. There's a big pile of logs at one end of the plaza and a big pile of logs at the other end. And there's this kind of like a diving bell helmet, which they click on around the competitor's head, and then they fill up the diving bell with water. So in other words, it's like you're on your own little personal fishbowl filled with water with your face, underwater. And the goal is to move as many logs as you can before you run out of breath.
Okay.
Now, one thing I will point out, this will become particularly true when we get to the Battle of the Champions. There are clerics all over the place. Like the Nimble Eagle, if someone fell off and broke their leg, there are clerics all around from the Temple of Life and others to help people out. Not so much a problem here, but the King's Games are considered very safe. They haven't had a death for decades. So even though this is a pretty crazy thing to do, it's perfectly safe. So, who would like to have a go at the Merfolk Lumberjacks?
As an orc, I think it would be especially insensitive for me not to give it a strength sort of looking one a go.
Sure. We got Bowson.
I'll go up to Belson and I'll say, "Oh, son, I'm frail. I won't get far in this, but may the Redeemer guide you."
Break a leg faster.
I will subtle spell cast guidance on him.
Oh,
That would be
thank
for
you.
his first roll only, but absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. So Baleson, the score to beat is 10. I'll get to how it works exactly. Just bring out my thing here. So first of all, the entry fee, like the other ones, is 3 gold pieces.
Okay. Oh, so I should have. I'll deduct 6 gold pieces now.
Yes, that would be good.
Yeah, cool. All good.
So, some of the royal swords that come up and wrap this kind of goldfish bowl around your head. It's a little bit claustrophobic. and they fill it up with water. Tighten an elastic leather collar that seals the bottom part of the contested nets. The top of the globe has a hole that can be plugged with a cork. So, first of all, what's your constitution score, Balson?
I've got a constitution of 16.
16. Sorry, what's your constitution modifier? Because it's 1 plus that.
Plus 3. Plus 3.
In other words, you can hold your breath for 4 minutes. Okay. So, straps it on. You've got 4 rounds to do as many as you possibly can. So, first of all, how many logs do you get in the first minute? Let's find out. You can make me an athletics check, and you can choose to use whether your guidance or not.
So this is how many I get in my first round. I'll absolutely use my guidance on this.
Okay.
So that's 21 plus a D4, is it, your guidance?
No, you don't need to use it. You only you can save it for a minute, so you can use it on the first.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't need to use it on the first one?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. So you're going to stick with your 21?
Yeah, I'll stick with my 21 then.
10, 15. You get 4 logs in your very first round. And remember, the score to beat is 10, so that's a fantastic start. You do start to panic, as everybody does, underwater.
Yep.
So at the end of your minute, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Con save. Yep. Oh, natural 20.
Okay, so you don't choke. There's no disadvantages for when you return back to the move logs for another minute. So make me another athletics check, please. To the sea, indeed.
I am going to use it just to get it up over 20.
Sure.
I think. There we go. 21.
5, 10, 15, 20. That's another 4 logs. You're going great guns. So we've got 2 more rounds of this. And another Constitution saving throw, please.
18.
Okay, once again, if you failed that, you would be exhausted, which would be bad, but you are just powering through it, Balson. Let's see another athletics check.
Okay. That is a 7.
Strangely enough, you are so strong that is worth 1 log. Okay, and we'll point out that you're at 9, 10 to level, 11 to win. So not so good that time. Maybe you're running out of air. Let's see that Constitution saving throw, please. And one of these. So you're taking a big gulp of air, and now you're struggling to get that last log in. So now I need you to make me your... Yep.
Am I able, if I rage, do I get advantage on that athletics check?
Oh, you do. Yeah, you can absolutely rage.
So I'm going to use one of my rages. I'll save the other one for the battle. I'm going to use one of my rages. It freaks me out, and I just rage up.
So athletics.
To give me a flat roll.
Yep.
Cool. Here we go. 16.
16, let's see, 5, 10. That's worth 3 logs. And as you finally run out of breath, you take the victory. It was touch and go there with a total of 12 logs. And the crowd cheers. They're very, very happy for you. Nice cheering in the crowd. I did have.
I've heard the cheering the whole time.
Oh, well, there we go. And you win. And the local guards, they come over you and give you some dust of dryness.
That's does it make my jokes incredibly dry?
If only. Okay, let me just make sure. Oh no, it's a normal
So,
magic item. It's not a edict.
and so add the legacy one.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
I think you have to roll for the number of dust of drynesses you get. Is that right?
This small packet contains 1d6 plus 4 pinches of dust. You can use an action to sprinkle a pinch of it over water. The dust turns a cube of water into one marble-sized pellet. Oh,
Roll
which
me a
floats or
d6.
rests.
D6, and we'll see how many of these you got.
Let's just try to. Okay.
So there we go. I rolled that d6 plus 4. That's 6 of them in total.
There we go.
So
Fantastic.
2 plus 4 is 6. Okay.
And yeah, have you ever come across a water elemental? It's going to be lit. All right, so Balson, first victory in a touch and go there for a second, but you pulled it out. Fantastic. That crowd continues to cheer for you. And the next one we're off to is the Greasy Pole. And this is what it sounds like. You've got to climb up a greasy pole. And it is at King Vacross's Park. Over here. Oops. Over here. Named after the very first king. The second king of the Age of Kings. And there's another magical sign lit above the thing as the crowd moves from event to event. And it says, "Welcome to the Greasy Pole competition. The first prize is a potion of climbing sponsored by the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities." But before you get there, yeah, it's a literal greasy pole which you have to climb to the top of. Now, Balson, did you eat a cookie?
Sure did.
Mr. Timothy, did you eat a cookie?
Yeah.
Right, I don't think Hector didn't eat a cookie, right, Riley? You're saving yours or something?
Yes, I was saving it for some birds. At least they'd be grateful about it.
And what about Torque? Did you eat your cookie?
I did indeed eat a cookie.
Now, for whatever reason, maybe it's poor hygiene, maybe she didn't wash her hands, maybe she got something nasty under her finger, but everybody except Riley starts writhing around on the floor with extreme stomach pain. It is just horrendous.
I believe I am have immunity to diseases. So unless this is more poison natured, I might be able to tolerate.
No, it's more of a poison type of thing. Just
okay.
You didn't know.
I
but,
hate the city.
And as you're writhing around,
started off so nicely with the halflings with their shop.
Well, maybe you should have stuck with the halfling's treasury.
Yeah.
So as you're writhing around in pain, well, first of all, the rest of you are pretty much nothing much you can do other than groan in pain. What does Hector the Wise do?
Ah, yes, I'm also wise. I suppose I should help these fools. Are there any healers at this event?
Oh, you see some clerics wearing the robes of the Temple of Healing, I think it was. Was it Temple of Life?
I would like to approach. I'll approach them.
Excuse me. Medics coming through. You, sir. Is there something we can help you with? You look fine. There's some people extreme pain. Can I help you with something? Quickly.
Oh, don't. My friends have a bit of a stomach cramp there. They ate some bad vendor food.
Oh, vendor food. Well, I can never trust street food. They should know that.
if you would be so kind at some point, eventually, once you've done healing other people, if you could get around to it, I would deeply appreciate it. I
Right,
believe two of them are men of faith themselves.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, anything for the glory of the Redeemer. And
Ah, yes. But you should tend to other people first.
make a persuasion
Their
check
injuries are not
as you shit stir Hector. Make me a persuasion check.
time to be very persuasive. Haha!
No, we need to help those directly in front of us. The Redeemer guide our hands. And they get this healer, once again wearing the garb of the Temple of Life, identifying him as a follower of the Redeemer. And he comes up to Pastor Timothy. Okay, well, I know you're in pain, but please tell me, what did you eat?
It was
Oh, that's all right, sir. You're not the first person to throw up on me. It's okay. As he wipes it off his robes. All right, I've got just the tonic for you. And he starts mixing up, like he's got a little medicine kit and he's mixing up bits and pieces. And he says, all right, take this. I think you're a follower of the Redeemer yourself. This will heal you, follower. He hands you a little test tube thing.
the Redeemer be praised.
Drink it.
Oh yeah.
Stomach cramps almost instantly go away. You feel much better. Ah, blessings of the Redeemer, may they rain down upon you.
Oh,
But
that is so much better, boys. Thank you.
Baleson,
Yes.
same type of thing. They come and mix a little antidote for it and feed it to you. Do you drink it?
Yes, I guess so. You make me doubt clerics now. But yes, sure, I drink it.
Stomach cramps go away almost instantly. And Torque, finally you.
I'm just going to hold my hand up for a moment. I'm going to stick 2 fingers down my throat, and I'm going to lay hands on myself for 5 points to remove a disease or poison effect before they do that.
Right, it's okay, lad. Slap. Okay. So,
Okay.
by one means or another, you're healed. Torque using his own magical abilities to get free, and of course, Pastor Timothy and Baleson took the tonic. Bottom line, you're all feeling much better as we head over to the greasy pole competition.
And I think we've finally found our arch enemy, the big bad of this campaign. That fucking old woman.
Old ladies.
Torque, after throwing up, you must be awfully hungry. Care for a cookie?
I think not.
Really, I have this one right here, though.
Do you have purify food or something? Because they were quite delicious, and I'd like to eat another one, but only if it gets cured of whatever ails it.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Oh right, well maybe if you have a spare spell at the end, we can share it at the end of the day or something like that. Because it was delicious. It just did me a disservice in my guts.
Oh, I think it might be incumbent upon me to find that woman, and if I can cast Purify Food and Drink just near her, then they'll all be good and no one else is going to get sick.
What's the score now? It's old ladies 2, you lot 0, I do believe.
You say you lot, but it's us lot. We're all thrown in together, right?
Well, I don't
Anyway,
remember
but that
getting
seems like
poisoned or losing 200 gold, so when that happens, I'll be glad to join you.
Did we lose 200 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Sorry, yeah, sweet. Before, yeah, no, all good.
With the scam with the feather.
With the scam of the thing, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I've got you. Yeah. Yes. Well. I'll say we've all thrown up together then, or at least 3 of us have. I can't wait for you to join us, young man.
I'll keep that in mind when I'm aiming for someone.
Catching your breath and feeling a lot better, you see several people trying to get the little ribbon at the top of the greasy pole, but so far none have succeeded. So this is an all or nothing type of thing. There's no seconds. So who's going to enter the greasy pole competition?
I mean, I'll give it a go. Like, I quite liked winning 6 pinches of dust of dryness. This is probably a question for later, but can I separate the pinches, or do they all need to be kept in the same sack?
No, I think you could make little mini sacks if you like. I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah. I'll give each of you 1 each. So give yourself a dust of dryness each, and I will have 2 in my pocket. Oh no, 3 in my pocket. I think that makes sense, just to sort of, spread the wealth. But yes, Belson will go for this as well.
Timothy, Hector, Torque?
No, I'm still not feeling too tops.
I'm trying to save myself for the bean bluffing competition. That sounds like me.
Truth or bean. So I've only got Belson.
Just to let you below the hood, like I've got whales from the grave, which meant that I think so I can change my thing after each short rest, I think it is, or long rest. Anyway, I changed it to acrobatics in the preparation for this, so I've got proficiency in acrobatics. Yeah, just for today, I thought it'd be an extra one to have. So yeah, I'm going to go for it, presuming it's going to be a dex check of some form.
Oh, we'll get there. So Belson, you reach into your coin purse. There's no coins there.
Oh.
Do we pay off his debts before we start this?
No.
Ah.
Okay,
So do we?
Check your pockets, boys.
Pass to Timothy, or your gold is gone.
Oh,
Riley, you're fine. Torque, you're fine. So Belson and Timothy, you've lost every single gold, copper, electrum, silver piece that you own. You're left with literally nothing. In fact, it's not so much. It's not so much the coins in your coin purse is gone. It's that your coin purse is gone.
Okay.
You get pickpocketed by the old lady.
Why weren't you keeping a watch on us? You were clearly not sick. Like,
I don't think it could have been the old lady, because I gave her an extra copper, and as she was leaving, like
you gave her more than an extra copper.
like I wouldn't have had if she had pickpocketed us when she was leaving. I wouldn't have had my wallet to give her the extra copper as she was leaving.
No, it wasn't her then, because I paid to enter the game as well. But
right,
yeah, so it must have happened in the kerfuffle while we were vomiting.
but it's definitely her, the old hag.
That poisoned us deliberately. Maybe while we're yeah. Okay, cool. Because I've never been my own bursar. That's probably some of the most money I've lost ever in any computer game or anything.
Well, the question now becomes, do you have 3 gold pieces to compete in this event?
I don't have. I've got nothing. But okay. So I'm gonna I have. Okay, I need to do this in character. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Hector, no. Surely, as a monk, you might too be good at this, and this is quite a miraculous thing. Like perhaps I might sell 2 of the pinches of the stuff or something like that. But would you want to front me the cash? I promise I'll pay you back. Like I could give you. I'll tell you what. Give me the 3 gold. No, actually, no. Save it because I want to do the fight. but I'll give you another pinch of this powder if you front me for
Oh,
the events today.
just a little.
Unluckily,
another
I
pinch.
also have 0 gold, as I spent it entering a different event. And I
You've
don't
got
think...
no gold? Weren't we
Yes.
splitting the gold evenly between us, though?
No, I let Pastor Timothy keep it.
Oops.
Well, I can at least, because your generosity, whenever it has come to paying for things, you've always been just and honest in that respect of looking after us. I can certainly front him the entry fee for this one, and if there is a subsequent one, so
All right.
or,
So you
no,
didn't.
remove,
You didn't
not
get.
add.
No, talk
Talk.
has his coin purse. As I guess right now,
Oh,
Hector has his empty coin purse, but he still has a coin purse.
yeah.
But the rest of you, no.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
thank you.
Torque, you front it.
Well, but
Yes, and
it's
would you enter this as well, young Master Hector?
With what, one arm? These people are not exactly known for being welcoming when it comes to modern technology like this prosthetic. Besides, I think that would be considered cheating.
It looks natural enough to me,
Oh, no, no, no.
and I have travelled these lands many times and seen many things. That is not the most unusual limb that I've ever seen.
How high is the pole?
The pole is about 30 feet up.
well. Like I'm just having a look at all these events, and if you're okay to front us for them, because we are getting some quite miraculous things, I think that I could perhaps do the greasy pole, maybe the leap of death, and then the tournament of champions.
No charge for the
As
tournament
the
of champions, by the way. No charge.
okay, so if you're I'm considering doing 2 of these um talk. So if you're happy to do that, then I would gladly be welcoming of your generosity.
Yeah, well, as I say, you have often footed the bill for our meals, and I think you have shown yourself to have been honest with us. So I can see no fault amongst you. So I will certainly. I've already fronted you for this one, and when we get to the next, then I shall. I think I have enough coin to allow us to attempt some of these activities.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, if we're on the subject, I would quite like to try the giant's board.
So we've just got Bailson for the greasy pole. As I said, anybody who it's only the person who gets the ribbon. If someone gets the ribbon, then no one else can try. So far, 4 other people have tried and they've all failed. And I need to say quick goodnight to my kids. So give me just a couple of minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that
Okay.
dust of dryness.
Sorry, as you were, Vinny.
That dust of dryness seems like a real platform game item. Like you can. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah,
All right.
totally.
So with the 3 gold pieces paid to the person with a potion of climbing up, any assistance for Baleson there, Master Timothy?
Oh,
I too can provide some guidance. So if we give them a little bit of a shoulder rub and a slap on the back there with a bit of guidance.
Yeah, just judge the crowd as to whether whether it's going to look, whether obvious magic is going to throw people off, because I've been subtle casting stuff because of that.
Are there rules against that? I don't recollect. It's been 20 years since I've been in the city, and much has changed.
Generally frowned upon, though. People, it's kind of written that it happens anyway. But you might get into some type of trouble with people like Red Cloaks if you're gaming the competition too much. Pastor Timothy can do it subtly, so no issue for him. Would require a sleight of hand check by you, Torque, if you wish to give him guidance.
Well, that's up to him, and I know I can use it as a cantrip. So I'd hate for you to use a valuable
3 points.
L slot. Is it a cantrip for you?
It's a cantrip, but the subtle spell cost me a sorcery point, which I can regenerate 3 points. So yeah, let's go for it.
Well, yeah, just think about it though in terms of like how you can. Sorry, did you say you can regenerate them?
I can use spell slots to convert into sorcery points.
Okay, all right.
So I've got plenty of spell slots.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah,
So what are you doing,
definitely
Torque?
let's go for it. Subtle guidance on Balsam.
Yep, easy enough to do.
This one, I'll go up and I won't pull out the dust of dryness, but I'll reach around and I'll grab some just a bit of dirt off the ground and I'll rub them down with that. Be like, this will stop you getting greased up, my lad.
Mhm.
And subtle cast focus.
Cool.
I'll do the LeBron James powdering of my hands.
Oh yes.
Make a big show of it.
All right. So you start, get your hands all chalked up like LeBron, I guess, and you begin climbing the pole. Can you make me an athletics check, please, but at disadvantage?
Oh, okay.
Because it's crazy.
Yeah, okay. That's a 10.
And you fail to get any sort of purchase whatsoever on your first attempt. You have 3 attempts. Your first attempt is a failure. You don't even get anywhere near towards the top of the pole.
All right. There's another 10, but I may as well use my... No, because if it's 10... damn it! Oh, no. Should I use the guidance or not? I don't think so.
No.
No, not on that.
You'll roll better at this
Friendly
one.
help from the DM. Don't use it. It won't help.
No, that's what I figured. It seems to be in... Yes. Okay, here we go. Last go. I may as well use it because I've got it. 15.
15 is what you needed. Advance 10 feet off the pole. Now you're doing 10 feet. You got to get to 30 feet. So now make me another athletic check at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. No.
You slip, but do you slip all the way to the bottom? Let's find out. Make me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Just a flat acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
What? 15.
Okay, you don't get any further up the pole, but you manage to maintain your current position. So you remain 10 feet up. Make me another athletics
All right,
check
let's go.
at disadvantage.
13.
Make me a dexterity acrobatics check.
No.
Sure. Bottoming out at 10, it seems. Oh, you just managed to hold on. Okay, one more time. Try get to 20 feet. Another athletics check at disadvantage.
15. 15.
At disadvantage, man, is burning you. Okay, acrobatics check to try and maintain it 10 feet. You do maintain it at 10 feet. Okay, see if you can make it at 20 feet this time.
What?
Acrobatics check, please. +6 is actually pretty good, but you're not rolling well. Okay, holding at 10 feet. Another athletics check. Another acrobatics check. Another athletics check. Another acrobatics check. Another athletics check.
That's the 3
Oh,
for that turn.
No, you get 3 attempts for you if you fall down to the bottom, which you did on your first ones.
Yep.
So you can maintain here as long as you can. Another acrobatics.
Yep.
Another athletics.
Oh, hello. 18.
You push your way up to 20 feet. All right. Now, try and push up to 30 feet with another athletics check. Acrobatics.
Okay. Yeah, I survived that.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Repeat to fade. No!
13.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, no, I'm surviving. Okay.
Another athletics.
Oh, no.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Athletics. Crowd is cheering
No.
you on. Acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he's still there. Acrobatics rolls have been really good. That's been saving you.
Oh.
Oh! You push your way up to 30 feet.
Oh.
Now you're right at
Grab the ribbon. Right before the DM says anything.
Yep.
Just roll a d20 plus your dex modifier, please.
D20 plus my dex. Okay. Boom. 13.
You needed a 12. You grab and rip the ribbon off and hold it in the air. The crowd cheers. Now make me one final acrobatics check, please. To get down.
17.
No problem. You successfully conquer the greasy pole. And you may add a potion of climbing to your inventory.
Oh, yay. Potion of climbing.
Now, just
Is that on the... Oh, right.
just to point out,
What's
the
that?
Battle of the Champions, when you do 1v1, each side of the Battle of Champion offers up a magic item, and the winner takes both magic items. It's kind of good you're racking these up. Well done. All right.
Okay. All right. Oh, so we need to, yeah. So now I see how it goes. Like, so we need to find, if we want to participate in the Tournament of Champions, we need to be in the Tournament of Champions. I got you. Cool. We need to be a champion to be in the tournament.
Yes.
Okay.
Luckily, you've distributed the dust of dryness around us, so we've all got one magic item.
Yeah. So the next one is very close by at the Temple of Nature. And this one is for a potion of animal friendship. And it's a matter of identifying plants and their medicinal values. So obviously a nature-focused event. So would anybody like to test their nature chops?
Not I.
I'm only flatly aware, not particularly. It's not a strength of mine.
It is a weakness of mine.
I have a bit of a weakness for the nature as well. I was raised in a very cloistered environment. The only nature I saw was a lawn.
Well, I'll give it a go, but I don't imagine it is something that will be particularly good at. Another 3 gold.
Yep, 3 gold. And
Yep.
you're all sat down. There's 4 other competitors with you, Torque. And that's the wrong one. Looking.
While Talker's doing this,
Okay.
I'd
Sorry,
like to
yep.
look. Oh, sorry.
No, carry on.
I was just saying, while Talker's doing this, I'm going to try and go into the crowd and look for that old lady with the cookies.
Okay, make a perception
try
check
get
as you try and spot her.
It's a whale.
It's another whale. Okay, this very kindly druid called Father Hularis is all right, everybody. Sit down. The very first thing to see who gets the first chance of winning the potion of animal friendship, or please pick a dandelion. And you'll pick a dandelion. Right, first one to blow out all the things from the dandelion will be good. Everybody, on your marks, get set, blow! And can you make me an initiative roll, please, Torque? See if you can get first go at this.
I rolled a 2.
Rolled a 2. Well, unfortunately, that's not good enough. And a guy called Valeric Wallen. He's a visitor from the Drail States, come here specifically each year. And the druid shows him a piece of fur, and he says, "Oh, well, quite obviously that comes from the common fox. I can tell by the red coloration of its coat." "I'm afraid not, sir. That actually came from a wolf with a red pelt on it. You should have been better." "All right, second round, please. Everybody, please pick a dandelion and blow as hard as you can. On your marks, get set, go!" And Torque, initiative, please.
5.
5.
5. Yeah, yeah.
Fortunately, a little gnome beat you to it. And she identifies the correct poop from an owl. She identifies that. And she's presented with some a plant and she incorrectly identifies it as giving you nutrition. In fact, it actually gives you disease. So she fails on that one as well. Third round. Once again. Okay, everybody, please blow the dandelions. Torque, what'd you get?
It's not rolled yet.
Okay.
11. We're trending up, but only because I'm running out of competitors.
Although the competitors are all in it. They're all still competing in it. But you get the jump on this time. You blow out your dandelion quicker than anybody else. Now they present you with a footprint, like that's been put in mud and they've taken a plaster Paris cast of it. They're asking you to correctly identify what animal print this is. So can you make me a survival check, please?
Oh, survival, okay. 13 all up.
You, despite your despite Bowson's Wowson tendencies, you do correctly identify it as a bear footprint. All right, well, this is fantastic. What's your name, friend?
I am Torque.
Oh, blessings of the Mother Nature. I pray to the glorious God of nature that you will do this. And she hands you it's almost a completely circular leaf. Now tell me, is this good for nutrition, resistance, vulnerabilities, cures, or diseases? What do you think? Make me a nature check.
I got a 5 on that, so I would suggest that can be used as a monocle and cure eyesight problems.
Oh, I'm afraid that is simply not the case. Oh, so close and yet so far. Okay, back to the dandelions. Another initiative roll call. 5. Okay, so a tabaxi correctly identifies the bite mark of an animal, but once again fails to identify whether it's a good plant to eat or not. Now, I've got a nice spreadsheet here and I've pre-rolled everything for every character. If you don't make it this time, Torque, then someone is going to take it. Okay, so let's start off with that initiative roll. To blow out the dandelion. 1. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, the tabaxi does it quicker than you. She directly identifies the bite mark of a fox and some Timiot, which is great for curing loose bowel syndrome, shall we say. Fortunately, not so good on that one.
I can't win them all.
Looks like she gave you the shits, man.
Well, more sort of a druid sport, I would have thought.
Survival and nature checks, that one. The crowd rolls on to one of the most important events of the thing. The one where the true brainiacs can get at. It's at the Merchant's Rest Tavern, which I thought was 7. Oh yeah, number 7. And you go in, and the price for this one is a potion of greater healing. And this one is like a knockout tournament. You start and you go up and up and up, depending on how you go. So, who would like to enter Truth or Being? I'll give you a clue. It's a combination of intelligence, insight, and deception.
Not me.
I'm not that smart, but I think I might come through.
Oh, I would like to have a go at this as well. I think it's something I might be well suited to identify the truth of the matter if it involves bluffing. I think I might be able to do that.
All Right, so that'll be 6 gold pieces. Assume you're covering that, Torque.
Yes. So, the inventory.
Okay, so let's start with Pastor Timothy. First up, can you just roll me a plain old D20?
Yeah.
4. Now, 4 is actually good. So for the first round, you got up to a relatively easy opponent. This halfling girl with the big round glasses on her. Right, friend. Let's do. You make me an intelligence check, please. So just D20 plus.
Flat intelligence check.
Yep. She rolls a 15. Oh, so she's outsmarting you to start with. But this is the best 2 out of 3. So then she's going to try and read you, try and predict what your moves are. And for her insight, she rolls a 5.
So that's a deception check from me then?
No. Insight. Insight versus insight.
I think I can tell what you're doing.
It all comes down to this. And she tries to fake a move. And she rolls a 3. Beat a 3 to get through the first round. A very strong recovery. She politely shakes your hand, and now we move over to who is the other one? Torque. For the first round, roll me a d20, please, to see how strong your opponent's going to be. And low is good.
I want them.
Well, 16, so I'll be rolling trash all the rest of the night, but okay, 16.
A moderately skilled opponent. Rather large half-orc. Wouldn't look like it's his game, but he's going to do it. Okay, so the first round, as you initially exchange blows, for his intelligence checks, he rolls an 11. So beat an 11 on a straight intelligence to outsmart him in the very first round. Oh, okay.
2.
So he's outsmarting you. Second round, insight versus insight. Oh, he's doing a good job of reading you. Have to beat a 20 on the insight, otherwise it's game over.
Nope, game over, I'm out. I only got an 18.
Okay. Pork is out in the first round. Pastor Timothy, second round.
Oi.
Roll me a d20, please. Well, you two get a moderate opponent. A guy from the Temple of Knowledge. He looks like a very Liberian type. All right. And the initial moves are made. He rolls a 3. Should have studied his books more. So straight intelligence check, Pastor Timothy.
I've seen nerds like you before.
All right. Studied the wrong thing, obviously, but I can read you like a book. And as an insight, he rolls an 8.
Oh, and I'll go over to him and I'll get the book and I'll turn it the right way up. Because you're not reading the book right, son.
Oh, so you've automatically won, Pastor Timothy, but he's going to play it out. He's going to try and bluff you on the last bit of the game to try and look a little bit glorious. And he rolls a 10.
Oh, you did very well. You did very well. I'll
Over
go
here.
easy on you.
Oh, that's not easy on me at all. He leaves out in a huff. Okay. Well, if you win this, you make the final, Pastor Timothy. So for the third round, roll me a d20.
Oh, these nerds, they're looking very smart.
So, in fact, you come up against the master in this round. This is the defending champion. His name is Rodney Steelshield. He's a very grumpy old dwarf. He goes to shake your hand, but he's so invested in the move that he kind of misses your hands and kind of ignores the fact. Doesn't say a word. And as the opening intelligence thing, he rolls a natural 20.
Natural 20!
Oh dear, I can't beat that. I definitely can't beat that, but I can do very bad. Oh, not too bad.
A smile comes across this grumpy old dwarf's face. He knows he's got you.
Well,
And
you're. I have to learn a thing or two from you because you obviously are a very smart dwarf.
Don't talk to me. I'm concentrating. And he insights you for 15.
I can tell you're a very smart dwarf. You know how I can tell?
And he's going to... So it all comes down to the deception roll. He rolls a 12.
Oh, look. You've done so well. I would hate for you to send you home with nothing.
Don't see that coming.
So there you go.
You didn't see that coming, did you, you daft fool? So almost...
What do you mean? I told you. I told you I was going to give it to you.
Make a... not with a deception 9, you didn't. Alright.
Isn't that a paradox? Have you created a paradox for me?
Okay, so the Master of Truth or Being doesn't go as well as it should. And we move on to Giant Sport. This one is a competition of intelligence and strength.
That's Hector, isn't it?
Yes, I think I can do this.
Alright. So 3 gold pieces. I assume, Port, you can cover this.
Yes.
Can I just roll a quick insight onto as to whether Hector is telling the truth about having no money?
Sure. Victor, you can make a persuasion or a deception check if you like. You're looking to beat a 19.
Okay.
And I'm not going to look at the result.
Hector, he's worked you out. Hector, do you in fact have any gold?
No.
Ah,
Literally no.
I feel very fish. So ashamed. I shouldn't have doubted your son.
I had a little bit of gold that I stole from some corpses earlier, but I already spent it.
Fair enough. You know, found money and all.
Yes. There's the son of a preacher, man.
Okay, so this is set up like a giant chessboard, and it's got to be a knockout tournament, much like the Truth or Bean one. And you initially matched up to a lady called Mavis Grinder, and you start competing. She is going to roll for her intelligence check, so straight into... Oh, no, wait, did I type that right? No, I didn't. That's called cheating. So she rolls a 13. And can you make me a straight intelligence check, please, Hector?
I believe that's
Okay.
checkmate.
Oh, not quite. It depends whether you can move the things or not. Can you make me a strength check, please? Still, you weren't able to move the pieces in time, and we go back to the intelligence checks again. She rolls a 14. Okay, now the only thing is whether you can move the pieces in time before the time limit runs up. So make another strength check, and you do. You knock out Gravis. Next component to you
You
is
certainly tried.
Measure.
Let's see.
a tiefling. He does his opening moves on the board, trying to outsmart you, and he rolls a 19.
Very well done, my good sir.
Now it all comes down to whether he can do his strength check. DC is 12. He's got a +0 to his roll. Once again, he wasn't able to move it in time. Right, here we go again. Another intelligence check. He rolls a 17.
Your moves just splendid, sir.
Try and move it. Oh, it doesn't manage to move it in time. This one is going down
It's a
to
shame such a keen mind has such a weak body.
Ugh, comes out with a 10 for his intelligence. Up
Oh,
for a 12. That, my good sir, will be check and mate. Holds out a hand to shake
Certainly a game. Good job, you beat a cripple.
And it
Hope
turns
you
out that
feel
this
proud of that victory.
person turns out goes on to win the whole competition. Holds up the greater potion of healing, laughs at you, Hector, and walks away.
Mature, wasn't he?
All right.
Greater healing was the last one, wasn't it?
Sorry. No, potion of growth was a giant's board. Sorry, potion of growth was the prize.
oh.
The last event of the day. You all head over to the. Have I got that in the way? Oh, it's one of these cliffs anyway over here. Let's bring that up a bit. There we go. So
Double layer.
you head over to the cliffside. And you see people just throwing themselves off the side down to the waters below. And I'll give you a clue.
Money competition.
Once again, this is athletics and acrobatics checks.
I put my hand up. Walk, please.
Yeah, well, good. We've made a day of it.
Put your hand down, son. You're embarrassing us. Just walk ahead.
I would also quite like to have a try.
Sure.
Like to win something.
Right. Okay.
Pass it to
And
me,
you said
know,
the
longer-
champion's entry is free otherwise.
Yes. So the next thing
Okay.
will be the Battle of the Champions, and that'll just be free. Yep. I'm going to throw yourself off a cliff past Timothy.
But no.
Okay. You see Mavis, the very first person that Hector beat in the competition. And she runs up, dives well away from the cliff, and does a beautiful couple of somersaults and lands down and gets 2 points for her leap and 2 points for her acrobatics. Another guy called Borks, Orc, comes out and he does a beautiful leap once again, but not terribly good acrobatics. Just gets a bit of a somersault and it gets a belly flop. So he gets 3 points altogether. Not finally, but Blimbo the halfling. He leaps off the cliff and crashes into the side of the cliff, splits her head everywhere, blood gushes everywhere, and she's lying bleeding out at the bottom of the cliff. Do you guys do anything?
Medic!
I think she missed.
No, she hit.
There's nothing I can do.
So how far away is she? Like, is there a safe way to get down to the from the cliff?
50 feet. It will take you Unless you got a climbing speed, that'll take you 2 rounds to get to her.
So if I did a run and a dive off the cliff, but not attempting any weird acrobatics thing, my job is just to get down. I'd
Sure.
like to attempt that, even though I haven't entered.
Sure, yeah, you can absolutely do a dive off. Make me an athletics
Do
check.
have a post climbing.
I do have the potion of climbing, but that's our entrance into the next thing, isn't it?
Well, anyway, here comes my acrobatics. It's a
Ah.
flat 11.
That was an athletics.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was an athletics thing you said. Okay, well, that would be 13 then on that roll,
13.
because I'm +2 on athletics.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I think that's fine. Yeah, 13. You do a beautiful jump out and land next to this poor little halfling that's bleeding out. What do you do?
Right. Now I'd like to do the spare the dying, if nothing else.
Or so you
And then I'll
cast-
lay hands.
Yep. Limbo
Since that's,
halfling comes around and says, "Oh, well, what happened?"
You didn't quite nail the landing.
Oh, well, there's always next year, I
have been-
guess.
Talk, you may as well stay down there. I have a feeling that Hector may need your help.
Okay.
Make sure you at least hit the landing.
Okay. So, Hector, if you're prepared to make the jump, can you make me an athletics, athletics check, please?
You know, fun if I didn't get to watch our good friend Baleson go splat. Is there any way he could go first?
He's at the bottom of the cliff.
No, not
No,
that's
no.
talk.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
talk.
Talk, sorry.
So I was just rescuing someone. I wasn't
Yes,
involved in the competition.
split his skull open. We might be able to finally find out if there's anything in there.
So, Bowson or Hector, who's going first?
All right, young whippersnapper, I'll show you how to do it. And I
Athletics check.
jump off. Athletics. A 19.
19. So 10, 5, and that's 3 points for the leap. A fantastic leap.
Oh,
Don't forget that the best at the moment is a 4.
Oh,
Now, can you add some flips and twists into it? Let's see if you can make me an acrobatics check.
yes, I can add 1 flip.
You do indeed add 1 flip. And at the moment, you're tied for first with 4 points. Okay, we might have a jump off, but depending how Torque and Hector goes. Hector's still
I guess we
dealing.
shall never.
is this a bomb competition?
Yeah, that is a Manu competition.
Yeah.
Torque is still dealing with Blimbo the halfling, who rolled a natural 1 on their leap. So Hector, your turn to throw yourself off the cliff. Make me an athletics check.
This is how you jump.
That's worth 4 points.
Oh, shit!
5, 10, 15, 20. Almost 5 points for the jump, but you get 4 points for the jump, Hector. Now, can you add some flips into it by making me an acrobatics check?
You can
Yeah.
spend a key
that's-
point on that. Right.
Oh, this is a dope monk shit, because you immediately go into the lead, Hector, with a perfect dive, a couple of somersaults for a total of 6. So you're in the outright lead at the moment.
Yeah. That's a good coffin.
And does a squid arm help in a swim?
Ah, sure, why not? Helps him swim back and climb back up the cliffside. Torque, by this time you've helped poor old Blimbo up the cliff. And your turn to throw yourself off with an athletics check.
Oh, I hadn't entered. I hadn't paid for that. I just leapt off to save the injured halfling.
Oh, sorry, I thought you
But
were...
they've
gonna pay-
decided to get the competition for free because you helped out.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
There we are.
Limbo will cover the cost for you as a way of saying thank you.
All right, so it's an athletics and then acrobatics check.
Yep.
Well, who's going to heal me if I screw this up?
Sorry, son, I got you.
Well, here we go. 15 for the athletics.
15 is worth 3 points. Still
Oh,
well
wasn't it?
behind Hector. You're going to have to nail these flips, Torque, if you've got a chance to win. So, acrobatics check, Torque.
Nope. 4. So that's
Zero
not. That's a
flips.
quarter pipe.
That's a quarter bike and a
Massive
bit of a
belly
belly
flop.
flop. But on the plus side, we have a Victor. Oh, I forgot to mention this. But Hector, congratulations, you win a potion of water breathing.
Oh, yes,
Well, that would have been
would have
handy.
helpful for an earlier event.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the end of the fun part, I guess. Now the more serious nature of it, as the entire crowd fills up over here around the dog pit. Now this is a battle to unconsciousness. If anybody kills somebody, the normal murder rules apply. And the prize for this is an audience with the king. The king has won it year after year after year. So the joke goes around, the king always has an audience of one because no one has beaten him in many years. So the crowd fills up. You see Princess Athena, you see King Waldron Azanar, and you see Queen Lyrencia. Oh, and there's also your old buddy Lord Simondir here. Being the official guard for the king. He's not the only guard there, but there are various other guards. So my question to you guys, who wishes to enter the Battle of the Champions?
I will.
I certainly have been waiting to test my skills now that I've recovered.
Bowson and Torque. All right. Hector, pass it
Go on,
to me.
Hector. Come on, Hector, you can do this. I believe in you.
Yes.
Show these people what you're made of.
They will never see it coming. Oh, that's it.
All right. So the king makes a speech as, "Hello, glorious citizens of the mighty realm of Aglarion." They just give him a massive cheer. The king is a very popular figure. We have persevered, we have fought wars, and we have won victory after victory after victory. Our coffers are full, our army is outstanding, and our commerce is just going absolutely gung-ho. These are truly golden times in the kingdom of Aglarion. Brah, the crowd wins. And mighty warriors, he says, addressing Bowson, Torque, Hector, and the other competitors. I will be joining you in this tournament, and if you manage to defeat me in the final, you may have an audience with me. Perhaps I can grant some favors. And everybody cheers. Right, and some initial matchups are done. So Bowson, roll me a d4, please.
Three.
Okay. This gentleman comes up. "Ah, friend, may the best man win, all right? I promise not to kill you. That kind of goes without saying. But let's get this done." And unfortunately, this guy, he seems a little drunk. Not taking it all too seriously. This is all right. Let's get down to business. And the crowd cheers. So, let's...
Roll for initiative.
roll for initiative. Yep, just lost something. There we go. So Balson rolls a 16. He'll roll at disadvantage because he's drunk. What do you roll? Do I have to roll again? Oh, he has to roll again. I'll roll again. Oh, that was you. Sorry, you were 19.
Oh.
No, you were 19, weren't you? I was rolling on you, not on him. So let's roll on
I was a
him.
16.
Oh, you're a 16?
Yeah. Yeah,
He
I'll
is-
change it.
Well, he rolled an 18 at disadvantage, so he's going to go first. So he brings
Now,
out...
just a question, mechanically. Oh, don't go for it. Yeah, go. Yep. If I'm raging, can I still do non-lethal attacks?
Yes, you can.
And does sneak attack murder people, or does sneak attack?
Any
Not
melee
melee.
weapon, you can choose to do non-lethally.
Yep.
Any melee weapon.
Yep, cool, awesome. So, but sneak attack damage, I can do non-lethal with the sneak attack as well.
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. Cool.
Perhaps because of he's drunk more than anything. He brings out his battle axe and he rages with it. So this is going to give him... He's going to go reckless. In other words, this is going to give him a straight attack to counteract his drunkenness. You two will get advantage attacking him, so just assume you can attack at advantage, Bowser. But he swings his great axe! Swings it hard at your head and rolls a 12. Swishes over the top of your head and lodges in the clay next to it and pulls it out, getting ready to defend himself. Bowser.
So I step in, and if it's at an advantage, then I do get sneak attack, so I'm not going to rage.
Sure.
And so, where is it? Where is my equipment? I've got not my equipment, the actions. Short sword at advantage. That is a 19 to hit.
19 gets well past his hide armor. Roll damage.
Well, so that's 14 because of my sneak attack.
Okay, just a sec. Sorry,
I might just stand and deliver it.
Okay, so Hufflepuff takes the full blind and says, meet my great axe. He swings it recklessly again and he rolls an 8. Once again, it swishes over the top of your head. And he almost misses completely, just almost pirouettes with the momentum of his battle axe. Then he steadies himself, he's getting ready. He's left himself wide open.
Cool, let's go. Action, fantation. What? 17.
17 once again gets past his hide armor. Another massive blow on his side. 10 points of
So
damage.
10 damage.
I may be bloodied, but I'm not down. 8 great axe. This time he rolls a 19.
That hits me.
4 points of damage.
Okay,
4 points of damage.
sweet. And I'm going to do my short sword. Oh yeah, that'll hit.
That's again.
Oh, I'm rolling terribly on the damage though.
Oh, Hufflepuff Wolfang is getting the snot beat out of him though. Alright, let me get some one shot in before I go down. He swings it again and rolls a 21. Boom! That's more like it. 7 points of damage, Balson. Down, but not out.
Alright. And I am going to attack you back. 13.
Getting justice.
Oh, that's better.
That was a massive blow as he cuts into him. Alright, friend, you're still looking pretty healthy. I think we all know which way this one's gonna go. Let me just get one good hit in. One good hit in. What do you say?
You can try.
Are you going to let him or give him advantage? Or
What do you mean? I'm saying you can try.
Oh, okay. Well, he's going to try. And he rolls a 22. Ah!
Ouch.
No, 17. Sorry, 17 at disadvantage, but I think that still hits. But 8 points. No, it's straight. It's straight. 22. 8 points of slashing damage.
Yep. Cool.
What else she got?
Right.
14 hits.
Oof. 15 damage.
He's barely holding on as your short sword cuts into him one more time. All right, no guts, no glory. Swings his great axe, rolls a 10 to swing and miss. He's right there for the taking, Balson.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that wasn't an advantage though.
Oh, okay.
That's better.
Okay, roll damage.
Oh, 18.
Oh!
I just spin underneath his great axe and then turn the pommel of my short sword and just donk him right on the nose, bloody in it. Oh, hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, bro.
Has the sound cut out?
Oh, yeah, your sound is cut out there. I can hear you.
Okay.
I spin
Come
around
back.
and
Oh, okay.
spin around and donk him on the nose with the pommel of my sword.
And he collapses in a heap. You've won the first round, Balson. Some clerics come out and they heal both of you. So feel free to go back to your maximum hit points, Balson. As
Fantastic.
Hufflepuff goes to the back of it and proceeds to get even more drunk than he was before. Alright, so Balson, we'll put you up here, indicating you're in the winner's circle. And Torque,
Yes.
now roll me a d3, please. Oddly shaped dice of a d3.
How do you do that on the one? I just do the D3?
Like that.
Yep.
Two.
Two.
Okay. A dwarven fellow comes out. Hagrian Iron Snow. And just a sec. And before you even get a chance to introduce yourself to you, Kagrin Iron Snow said, "Oh, by the way, what? Not that it matters now, but what did you? You put up a magical item, and you win a magical item, and you
I
actually
put up
win.
the potion of climbing. Yep.
You win a barbed net of entanglement." Which I think I believe is unique to this. So let me look that up for you.
Yeah. Oh. Barbed net of entanglement. Yeah, it's not coming up.
Aren't all nets of entanglement?
You'd hate to have a net that's not of entanglement.
Okay, it is not indeed in there, but this is indeed what it does. This is yours.
Oh. Animate the net.
Korean Iron Sinu raises up a long sword and a short sword. See these fine weapons? These two can be yours at a very discounted price. We have a 20% offer this for the games only. Please come to the Bearded Warrior Weapon Shop for fine weapons like this. And he holds it up and starts doing a big spew about his Battle shop. Yes, Bearded Warrior, best weapon shop in all of Odinbear. Please 10% off. Just mention Kagrian Iron Sinu. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And he's completely ignoring you talk as he's doing his pitch.
And in terms of our entry, does this pinch of dust of dryness, would that count as a suitable magical weapon? Or even though it's only a single pinch of it? Because I thought you said we had to put something up.
Yeah, see, he's putting up a Helm of Brilliance. And he's going to say, come on, friend. Something a bit better than that, eh? Bit of dust versus the Helm of Brilliance. What else you got?
I have nothing else magical except for this temporarily +1 javelin.
Temporarily?
As long as I'm concentrating, then it doesn't become +1.
That doesn't really help me at all. Maybe one of your friends have got something? So your friend over there. Oh, potion of climbing. I'll do it for a potion of climbing.
I chuck the potion of climbing over to you.
Okay.
Roll to catch it.
Let's get it done. Boom. Rolls an 8 for his
Right,
initiative.
I've clicked on me. I don't think this is linking because I don't think they're coming through.
I don't think they are.
And I managed to get 4, so he bet me on that.
Alright. So we'll just add you in there as a 4. Alright, friend. You'll see what the weapon's like from the Bearded Warrior. Check this out, everybody. And he swings his longsword once. Boom. Rolls a natural 1, stumbles over it. Swings a longsword a second time. Rolls a 14 torque. Which misses.
That's... Yep.
And then and his offhand he's got a short sword as well, and he swings that. And he rolls a 9. So 3 attacks, but they all miss. Now stay still, you little bugger. That was no fault of my weapons. These are superior weapons. Just a bit too many arthritis in these old bones. Torque, your turn.
Alright, well, we'll do some flailing. And 22 first up. I don't know why my rolls are not coming through. Are you able to still see them?
I'll make it so I can still see them. But, well, sorry, what did you roll? You rolled a
17 plus 5 would be 22.
That hits.
Right, here's some bludgeoning damage. 6.
The game log. Yeah, I see it now. 6 points of damage. Oh, good shot, lad.
Right.
Take this on.
So that...
Yep.
The second attack then is just the backhand with the same flail. And that's a 20.
20 hits.
And I can't see that.
4 points.
It's hiding underneath the other ones. And yeah, 4 points for that.
4 points. Just a sec. Okay, so Kagrian Iron Sinu, using the weapons that he no doubt forged himself, swings his longsword, rolls an 18, which I think hits. Doesn't it, Hector? Doesn't it?
It does. Yes, that's my armor class. Yes.
And he does 4 points of slashing damage as he cuts across you. Comes back again with a longsword. This time, he rolls a 19. You take 12 points of slashing damage as he cuts through to you again. And as his third attack with his short sword, he tries to stab you in the guts, but he misses with his last attack. The total damage that round was 16.
My armor feat allows me to reduce 3 points of damage for each of those attacks.
So the first one was 12, so that goes down to 9.
9, and the other one 4 down to 1. So yeah. So I've got that. That's 10 points of damage in total, I believe.
Oh wait. Yes, yeah, sure. Yep, okay. Armored, are you? That's a clever trick. Let's see what you got, friend.
A natural 20.
Oh, that's pretty good, friend. Okay, roll damage.
So it was 7 on the dice, and I'm assuming is that 7 plus 4?
7 plus 2, that's 9 points of damage, isn't it?
Okay, I didn't know whether the plus counted for each dice roll.
Just.
All right, well,
the end.
yep. Okay.
Natural
Right.
20.
Natural
good
20!
And then an 18.
You need a 23. A 23 does
23,
indeed
okay.
hit. Yeah, roll damage. Ooh, just the 3.
3.
Alright, that first shot you got, friend, was pretty good. But takes the iron of the bearded warrior's weapons. He swings his longsword. 18. 9 points of slashing damage reduced to 6. Is that right? Minus 3?
Yep.
So
Yep.
6 points of damage. Swings his longsword again. Another, a 19. So 9 reduced to 6 points of damage again. Yes. What's your hit points like, Torque?
I'm sitting at 8.
Finally, he swings with his short sword and rolls a 23 to hit, doing 7 points of damage. No, not 7. 7 minus 3, 4 points of damage. You look on your last leg, friends. Finish me off this time, otherwise you're a toast.
Let's have a look at how he's looking pretty healthy still.
It is.
Yeah. Could I, please,
Yep.
subtle spell healing word at a 3rd level? Ooh.
So that no verbal, no somatic, no material components, right? It just happens.
Yeah.
Yep. Feel free to roll that healing. Points back, Torque. Right, and it's your turn, Torque. Come
All
on.
right.
Finish me off. This
I
time.
think
It's
what
your
I'm
last
going
chance.
to do is... Oh, hang on, I better actually check I can do this. Am I getting confused with my last character? Yeah, alright, okay. Well, we'll do an attack anyway. Eat flail. So it's a 21. It's a hit, but I'm going to add a searing smite on top of that.
Okay.
So that's an additional 2d6. So I'll roll that out.
6 from the smite.
And then from the original flail. 4 from that.
That's a total of 10.
And second flailing shot is
Sure.
12.
12 misses.
Also, Torque, you get to make another attack, an attack as a reaction when I cast Healing Word on you.
Okay.
Alright, well then, there we go. Let's do another one of those. It's an 18.
18 hits.
And 10 points of bludgeoning.
Oh, maximum damage. This might go down to the wire. Hagrid Iron Snoo also looks completely beat up. Alright, let's get this over with. Swings his longsword. Rolls a 20.
The slugfest.
It is. Rolls a 21, so 9 reduced to 6. Swings his longsword again. Rolls a 23. Doing 12 reduced to 9. Still up.
Well, that takes me down. That takes me down.
Oh.
The weapons of the bearded warrior shall reign supreme. Hagrid moves to the wilderness.
Should have laid hands on myself. Yeah.
Clerics come and do that for you. Consider yourself at maximum hit points, but you are out of the competition. Orc.
Damn it.
Rats.
So we'll put you over here with Hufflepuff Wolfwang, and then the loser's side of the draw. Hector, roll me a d2.
I'm gonna roll a d2.
No.
That's a D2.
It's 2 opponents left you can choose from, so this is what you're rolling for.
Hey. Max damage.
Oh, did we sort out the... Oh, you didn't... So you lose whatever, you lose your potion of climbing, was it?
Yeah, lost the potion of climbing.
Your opponent is someone who came down from the mountains specifically for this competition. His name is Vagri. And
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh.
He's a mental health influencer.
+4 persuasion to many people, -20 persuasion to other people. Hello, friend. My name is Vagri. It will be my honor to fight you in this battle today.
It will be an honor to beat you in this battle today.
Confidence. I will not deny you confidence. That is fine. This is my quarter staff. It is a +1 adamantium staff. I place it. I'll be fighting with this. If you happen to beat me, then so be it. What do you pledge, my friend?
I pledge a potion of water breathing and some dust that makes the water go away.
So be it. Awesome. Oh, 2. Excellent. Fantastic. Well, let's get this party started. And he's going to roll his initiative. It's a 7. 10. So, Hector, you're going to go first. What do you do?
Keep away.
Come on. Bring it on, friend.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a key point and make a grapple against him.
Okay. Let's see your roll. I'll tell you what he rolls. Actually, he rolls a natural 20.
Natural 20!
But Hector got a 24.
Got a 25, in fact.
Ah! Rats.
I rolled really well. Here, I'll put it in
That's okay.
I'll put it in Discord. That's what I actually rolled.
Yeah.
Oh, I will make another attempt at grappling him.
Okay, I roll again. That was a 19. Oh! You'll have to be quicker than that, friend. Is that all you've got?
I will spend another key point and make 2 attacks against him.
Sure. Sure, 2 punch attacks, 2 unarmed strikes. 12, he just sways back like Neo and it misses. This is, come on, friend, you can do better than that. Perhaps after this I can give you some lessons. And he's going to go punch you in the face. What was a 15? Does that hit, Hector?
Yep.
He's going to spend a key point to do a stunning strike. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please? DC is 13.
Seven, did you say?
No, I didn't. And so, well, that first punch to the face does 8 points of damage. And he gets you right in the temple and you are stunned. So the next attack is going to be at advantage. He tries to punch you in the face again. There was a 15 Hector, which hits again. Another 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And he's going to spend another key point to do another unarmed strike at advantage. And rolls a 20. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And for your turn, Hector, you are stunned. It doesn't end until the end of this guy's turn. So he's going to come back at you with another unarmed strike at advantage. Rolls a 9. It's a terrible roll at advantage. And spends another key point to do flurry of blows. Or another one, which is... Oh no, 24. 24, that'll hit at advantage. punches you in the face. You take another 7 bludgeoning. And
Oh.
one more unarmed strike at advantage. It was an 18. Punches you again hard for another 7 points of damage. The last one knocks you some sense back into you. And now it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to try and grapple him again.
Sure. I'll tell you what he rolls on his... rolls a 16, so he is indeed grappled.
Perfect. Going to make an attack against him.
Sure. That's an advantage because you have him grappled?
Yep.
Okay, cool. 23 absolute hits. Okay. Ooh.
And then I will spend a key point to attack twice.
Okay. Both of these add advantage.
Mm-hmm.
15 hits. 23 hits. Roll damage twice. 8
Whoops.
and 6. We'll take the first two. 8 and 6. Oh, he's looking pretty beat up. He says, you do not fight with honor. He's going to try and break your grapple with his first attack. He rolls a 17.
Hang on. Yes, that'll... Yep, that gets through.
Oh, okay. So he
It
breaks
breaks
it. First attack, he breaks free. And the second attack, he's going to try and punch you again. Not at advantage this time, and rolls an 11. Swings wildly wide. And how many key points does he have? Not enough. So that's it. That's all he's got. Back over to you, Hector.
I'll once again try and grapple him.
Okay. He rolls...
I assume that hits?
I don't think he can beat that. Most he can get is a 23. Okay, he's grappled. All with the rest with advantage.
I assume that's a hit.
Yeah, that's it. 20 hits.
I'll spend another key point.
Sure. Oh, just the one hit. He's supposed to be rolling.
So is
I
that
know
a
I'm
hit?
not. Could I do something?
Let's just resolve this
To
first.
help-
So, oh no, that's sorry. You have 3 attacks, don't you? 4 attacks. If you spend a key point.
Yeah, but
So 2 hits. So roll damage on that unarmed strike twice. 11. Pastor Timothy, what did you want to do?
I wanted to burn a spell slot to get a sorcery point back and cast Phantasmal Force on Vragi with the image in his mind of flames coming from Hector's everything he does, every movement that he makes, just fire all over him.
It burns! It burns! And in fact,
yield.
22, he does yield. He falls over unconscious. Hector is victorious despite a terrible first round. Clerics
Wow.
come in, heal up Vragri, heal up Hector, and he hands you over a +1 quarterstaff. Well played, my friend. I thought I had you there, but you are quite the resilient young fellow.
You two are not terrible. You're better than most in my group.
I'll take that as a compliment. And he walks off
If
to
it
the
had been anyone
losers.
else, I'm sure you would have beaten them.
Victor, you may move over to the winner's circle. The other person you could have fought was this guy, which I think is the hardest one. He's a Knight of the Crown, and he can do Divine Smite. So you're lucky not to draw him. I'm going to say he takes on Cadrian Iron Sinew, and he beats him. Now, the next round, it's Bowson versus Hector. Hector, you can have all your key points back after a short rest.
Do I get the staff now?
Yep, +1 adamantine cord staff.
Alright, what, like, so we can fight with it, but we can put it up?
Doesn't really matter, I guess. You can put up whatever you like, and you get it back to the party, whatever it is.
No, exactly. But so, yeah, I'm going to put up the net, but I'll fight with the net.
Oh,
That makes sense.
+1 adamantine staff, right?
Yep. Let's roll for initiative, guys.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just, wow, okay. I'm just trying to find where you wrote it. You wrote it in the chat there. Or have you put it in my inventory?
I haven't, but I can bring it up again so you can see how it works.
Cool. What is our starting position? I think it's very important for me to know what our starting positions are. Do we start at opposite sides of the thing, or start like 5 paces off each other?
Like that. That would be fair, I think.
Oh yeah, cool.
Let's roll for initiative, guys, and
Sweet.
I'll take a smoker. There's nothing actually I need to do now.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, sweet.
Happy to you guys.
What did the staff do for me?
Just gives
Just +1 on your hits, and it'll give you damage.
Yep.
Okay. I'll spend a key point and activate my tentacle.
Excellent.
I've been waiting for this, Hector. Alright, what's that in return? Is that a strength saving throw, is it? Or a dexterity? What sort of saving throw is it? For a grapple?
Grapple.
It's athletics.
Strength or dex.
Yeah, so athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh yeah, cool. That is a 9, as in German, for no way I'm going to get caught by that.
I added the +1 quarterstaff to your D&D Beyond sheet, Riley, so you might need to refresh it.
Oh, thank you.
It's there and you can roll there as appropriate.
I'm just reloading the sheet now.
I'll send you grappled.
Yep.
I'm now going to make an attack against him.
Sure.
That hits.
Assume you're using it two-handed.
Can he grapple me and use it two-handed though?
One-handed then, 7 points of damage.
I know, I'm just being honest there.
Very good.
So 7 points of damage. Cool.
I will spend a key point and make 2 more attacks. 2 unarmed attacks.
Yep.
Yep, that hits. And that one also hits. Ouch. 8 bludgeoning plus 7 bludgeoning. Oh, those are unarmed strikes, are they? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so 8 plus 7 is 15. Ouch. I'm thinking, since I'm fighting you... Oh, what am I going to do? Okay, so the grapple just means I can't move anywhere, right? Let's have a look here.
Your movement is 0.
Movement is 0. I have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler. Alright, well, normally I have movement and that sort of thing, but I don't. Bugger! I wanted to destroy you, little boy. I feel that I must rage anyway, even though I was going to save it for the final fight. But I'm just going to rage up and see if I can beat this guy. And I'm going to try and. I know, I just gotta have to hit you. Okay, I'm gonna do this recklessly with my short sword. So here you go. That is a 10. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
I'm so angry. Bonus action, disengage. Not bonus action. Cunning action, disengage. I'm gonna try and hide in his arms.
Did it use,
No, I
is it
can't-
not a
I can't.
bonus action? Because you raged, didn't you? So that's that.
No, the cunning action is another one, isn't it? Or do you use your bonus for the cunning?
A cunning action is bonus.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter because I can't disengage from a grapple anyway. Sweet.
Oh, that's true.
The end.
All right.
That was a
Now,
joke.
Despite you having him grappled, he went recklessly, so you have advantage for numerous reasons, Hector. What do you do?
I noticed there are swords in the wall, but are any of them protruding?
Sure.
Interesting. Okay, I'll walk over. I'll drag him over towards the wall.
Oh.
Okay.
Do I do an opposed strength check on that?
No, you're grappled, bro.
Yeah, you're grappled.
I'm grappled.
yeah.
Sweet. No, yep. I haven't been grappled like this in a long time.
Yeah, you push him. You're right next to the swords.
And I will try and shove him into the sword.
Oh, you're doing this non-lethally, are you?
Okay, athletics or acrobatics versus each other.
Okay. Cool. I get advantage on it because I'm raging.
Do. Oh, 23 is pretty good though.
Does it beat my 10?
Just. So a sword, we'll say do a d8 plus 1 damage, Hector.
Yield.
2 points of
Alright.
damage reduced to 1 because you're raging.
Because of my raging. Yep, cool.
You're clearly no match for I. Glorious! I will whack
Yeah.
you with the quarterstaff again. Oh, sorry, I'll try and whack you. I might miss.
That doesn't miss. That is 3 points.
I'm giving you one last chance. I would hate for anything to happen to our valuable party member. I'll only try and hit you with one. I won't spend a key point.
Uh, 19 hits. Reduced to 4. Oh, little boy, you've got me, I think. But I at least want to get one hit on you, you little twerp. Still recklessly raging. Natural 20.
Natural
So
20.
I get that. Plus, I get the 3d6 again because I've got sneak attack on it because I'm attacking at advantage.
Yeah, one, three,
So I
six on
do
top of
3
that.
more d6. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Oh! That's 30 points of damage.
No, it already gave you sneak attack damage.
I know, but
Crit.
I doubled it because I got a natural 20. I crit.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Boom! You little twerp!
There's the raging monster we all know you are. And here's me trying to be noble. You had your chance. I'm going to... Hang on. Let me just read something.
Going to read something. This is War and Peace.
Right in the middle of the battle. Excuse me a sec, man. I was going to read.
BuzzFeed article on how to kill your other player character.
There we go. Want to get nasty? I can be nasty. I'm going to chill touch him.
Oh. Can you non-lethally do magic?
Good question.
Wow, 16 I think hits, doesn't it?
It certainly hurts.
Ooh.
13 necrotic. That takes me down, but because I'm an orc, I pop straight back up again with 1 hit point.
This is your last opportunity.
But does chill touch negate that?
Alright. So I don't know.
Okay, what? No.
Because chill
Any-
cannot regain hit.
Oh. Ooh, I see what you're saying. You can't regain
Uh.
hit points when you're chill touched. But he does gain a hit point when he gets to 0.
Oh, far out. I know. Yeah. So
This might be the first.
Sorry, Benny, let's hear your thoughts.
Well, no, this might be the first time it's ever come up. So
I know, but it says when you were reduced to 0 hit points but not killed, you can drop to 1 HP instead. So it's not saying you gain hit points; it's saying you drop to 1 HP instead.
Yeah, I agree with that ruling. You're on 1 hit point.
Yeah.
You did-
Now this is the total hand off the chest piece thing. But when I score a critical hit, I should have rolled an extra weapon dice 1 additional time and add it to the extra damage because of savage attacks.
One more d6. One more d6 then.
I know, but no, the hands off the chest piece. It's actually fine.
I have 8 HP anyway, so I don't think it would
Yeah,
have mattered.
exactly. I know, but is it my turn or is it still your turn?
It's still my turn. I have 3 other attacks.
Chill
Oh,
touch
do you
takes an
get to-
action. And
Yeah.
The chill touch takes your whole action. Yeah.
yeah,
But I have another action, and then I can have a bonus action.
Oh, you only get 1 action.
no, you don't. You never have another action unless you action surge.
Do I not have 2?
No,
So-
it's,
No,
So
you
the
get
spell is
get
different from an action.
Okay, well I still have 2 attacks from... I'll spend a key point. I own you.
yeah.
You're part of my party. And you will know your place. You're strong, but keep it to yourself. I'm going to make a non-lethal attack at advantage.
The spirit.
Non-lethally.
Choke him out. Choke him out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of those hit. And I'm down.
Are you halving it?
I only had 1 hit. I know,
Oh,
but I only had 1 HP. I was down to 1 HP. I hadn't updated this one, but I'd updated my other one.
Sure,
So
sure.
yeah, I'm down and out.
Maybe this time you'll learn.
Oh, my gosh.
How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna lift him up and throw him into the middle of the arena.
Oh, so now I'm on my second death save.
And
I'm taking falling damage. I know.
Clerics come out.
Are you not entertained?
Ugh.
I
Man.
was
You guys
gonna say,
remember
make me
Duck
mental
Arena?
note to maybe take a stronger hand with the boy.
Yeah, I want to put the emphasis on Father Timothy. Thank you, Father Timothy. It's time for you to do some parenting.
Okay. So, Hector, move you over here into the winner circle. Once again, feel free to get your key points back, get your health back.
You
Balsi,
technically
you
get,
as well.
you technically get that net, Hector.
You can keep it. I'm pretty good at grappling things as it is.
I know, but just looking at it, like depending on what's the better thing. Oh no, you're putting up that potion, aren't you? Yeah, don't
Yes.
risk your quarterstaff because that's pretty awesome. Thank you.
You fought
You
well.
are the best. Ugh.
You nearly got me. It was well fought.
So, you're in the semi-final, Hector. It's going to be you versus Mr. Altio. But the first semi-final is in fact on the other side of the draw is the king. And the king is going to be fighting this warrior here who introduced herself only as a Black Knight and hasn't said a word the whole tournament, but has almost as effortlessly gotten through this tournament as the king have. They're both very expert swordsmen. And they go at it. And for every magnificent move the king does, the Black Knight parries just as well. And it's a very close battle. Both hit huge blows which would have fell any normal person. But huge blows exchanged. And eventually, the Black Knight with this flaming longsword swoosh, sweeps and falls, and the king says, all right, I yield. Well done. It has been long since anybody has bested me, especially one of such intricate skills. Claim your prize, noble lady knight, and it is rightfully yours. I greatly anticipate our private audience. Show your face and be celebrated. And two things happen almost at the same time. The Black Knight removes her helmet, and two huge black demonic wings rise up from either side of it.
Uh-oh.
And anybody who's anybody, in fact, anybody who's... No, everybody knows this face. The face of the Black Knight. It is Queen Alyssa. The very first queen of King Waldron. It is his first wife. And while you all recognize her face, it is twisted, it is snarled. She's got two little horns. She's got some demonic energy inside of it. And you cast Divine Sense, and it's in fact a demon talk. This is a demon. And with this flaming longsword, she says, Waldron, you are a kinslayer and a traitor to your house. Not even death can avenge your deeds. I claim it's your soul in punishment. It is in hell where we shall meet again. And she drives her flaming longsword deep into the heart of King Waldron. King Waldron gasps, coughs up blood a few times, and then falls as he lies no one's short. And the Black Knight, aka Queen Alyssa, lets out a demonic laugh, and she's gone in a puff of hellfire smoke. What do you do?
Positively dashes in and tries to help the king.
Lord Sign Mondo rushes and says, bring him back! I can't lose a second on my watch! Bring him back!
Well, I
I'll,
would like
I'm
to rush
trying.
over.
I'm trying.
I'd like to rush over and do the spare the dying.
Oh,
So that's what I will attempt.
master
Or
turn.
is it? Does it make more sense to try? I know my spells a bit better to lay hands. Is it stabilize first then treat, or is straight treatment?
Isn't it?
Okay, well, I will spend my remaining 19 points on attempting to revive the king.
I'll 5 points of cure wounds. Some other clerics as well that have been healing you, they all come and you all attempt to heal King Waldron Azanar. It is of no use. He is dead. Lorne Simonda holds the king in his hand and just starts war. Yes, and everybody around when this demonic queen appeared, they all scream and the whole crowd is just scattered. And Lord Simonda, in his grief, he screams to some of his guards, "Get the queen and the princess to safety! Get them out of here!" And they leave.
I'll go to Sidemonder and say to him that, oh my gosh, you acted well to get the queen and princess to safety.
I don't understand what this
falls
means.
upon you.
I lost the prince.
Falls upon you to
And I've lost
keep
the king.
keep the peace in the city now. I would offer my hand and the hand of my companions to you, Lord Simonda. You seem to be the level head in this realm.
Once we've done the necessary things for the necessary... Oh my goodness, this is unprecedented. Did you see who that demon was? That was the ex-queen. What does it mean?
The Redeemer himself may not know what it means right now or for the future, but in the present, we need you, Lord Sidemunder. You are the only voice of reason amongst the leadership of this city. And I reiterate our pledge of allegiance to you.
Right, well, let's get ready for the funeral for the king. I'm going to need a few hours, but come meet me in my estate after this. The king, at that moment, Lord Simonda raises his maul in the air to the few people that has remained. Now let me be the first to say it. The king is dead! Long live Queen Athena!
Long live Queen Athena.
I thought it was Lyrentia, or is it the daughter that's now in succession?
Remember,
the daughter, yeah.
Lyrencia married into them, and then they had their daughter Athena. The queen has no royal blood in her. So she becomes the Queen Dowager, and Princess Athena will soon be Queen Athena.
As Simonda says this, I would like to sidle up to him if I can, and just say, look, Simon, you are far better a person to take the city into the future than, and no disrespect to the Princess Athena, but should you not perhaps take some control now and let Athena mature into her role?
Unprecedented. And as a sworn loyalist to the monarchy, that is not going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Tomorrow, we bury the king. Now, usually this takes a matter of days to get the necessary officials and noble people. But since this happened at the King's Games, the nobles are already here. We will bury the king tomorrow. There'll be a coronation the day after. It is the way of the law. And he says this quite quietly to you, still tears streaming down his face, because he's right. Under his watch, the king died. Under his watch, the prince died. That does not look good for him.
No.
No.
He says quietly to your Pastor Timothy, look, I know your fears about Queen, the soon-to-be Queen Athena, and her, shall we say, unpleasant tendencies. The law of the land states if the Queen makes up a law, that becomes the law. But as I said, I'm honor-bound to protect the Queen. Both of them, the Queen-to-be and the Queen Dowager.
Aye.
But let me have my moment of grief, Bowson. It was tough losing the prince. And now... sorry, Pastor Timothy. All of you guys need my grief. I lost the king and I've lost the prince. I will not be losing a queen.
No, I would not wish that upon you or anyone, but please, we bore witness to this event, and we bore witness to your obvious sorrow at this event. Please, even though we be new to the city, I hope you would call upon us as fellow witnesses and involved in everything that's happened here. You would call upon us to help you through this process. The Redeemer himself gives us strength in times like these, and gives us also various branches of the tree of life that we may lean on. And may we be those branches for you, Lord Simonder. I hope you don't go making any big decisions without truly considering the consequences amongst people who, if I might be so bold as to say, have become closer than just mere acquaintances through blood, the blood that was shed today.
Meet me at my estate.
Call upon us, please.
Meet me in my estate in 30 minutes. 3 hours. 3 hours. And he picks up the king.
That works better for us as well. Yeah, 3 hours works better.
Yeah. Come on, Pastor Timothy. Come on. All right, let's
Lord Simonder, King
Ixnay on the
Walter
Eason tray.
He leaves with the beloved king, and you already hear people weeping in the streets as Lord Monder carries his body through the streets to the royal palace where he will be entombed in the burial chambers beneath the palace. So as the kingdom of Aglerion all goes to shit, you hear people weeping outside, even as you leave this place. Rumors going round that the king is dead. Usually at this time, a lot of people will be chanting, "The king is dead, long live the king," or "long live the queen." There are those elements, but most people are just in shock. And there's talk about, why did Queen Alyssa? In fact, let's bring up this picture here. So that's King Waldron Azanar on the left. He is dead. That's Prince Krasnar in the center. He is dead.
He's dead.
And that's Queen Alyssa, who was dead, but she came back as a demon to slay King Waldron Azanar. What's up with that? Good question. So the initial royal family is dead. Now it's just Queen Athena and the Queen Dowager Laurentia. So as you no doubt enter the streets, if you like, people are already wailing even though the funeral hasn't officially started. What do you do?
Unless you fellows have any better ideas, I think we should see what the old wall has to say about this.
Yeah, sorry, what?
The old wall. You know how the old wall has been sending us messages? I think it may have another message for us.
Okay, well, I think it very well might do. I'm at a bit of a loss. It's quite shocking. But if that's our best idea, then let's go see.
Oh, I had no other thoughts of what we could do in this 3 hours, but
Apart from going
yes,
to
if we
sleep,
go to the Lucky Look, the Leap,
Lucky Leap.
Lucky Leap, 45 anyway, I think.
Well, you head over.
No, 44.
Well, we head over. This is where you initially saw the message on the wall. It was right next to the Lucky Leap anyway, so that's convenient. There's no symbols on there like there was before. Nothing pointing you with a red flashing arrow saying go this way. Seems whatever this is, the wall is not talking to you.
Oh, fellas, I had a weird idea that the old wall was somehow connected to the heart of the city, and if the city had a message for us, then the old wall was giving us that message. But perhaps the old wall is in shock as well.
Do you know what I'm finding is quite shocking? Is that the woman who bit off, and he tries to keep his voice as quiet as possible, the woman who bit off your ear is now the queen. I don't know how welcome we'll be in this city for very long. And we're yet to pay off your fees. I think this meeting might be crucial.
Aye. And I don't know if you guys got what I was getting at with Sign Wonder, but
It sounded like treason to me, and I won't stand for it. I think the rules are quite clear.
Yes.
It is not us to decide what is just.
And look, we all have a sense of justice in ourselves, but I think we're powerless to even affect that change.
if not us, then who then?
You're effectively a criminal. I'm a nobody. I'm a traveling performer. We've got half a squid who is actually quite talented at fighting. I'll give him that. And a loyalist, and so the only thing that the only possible way that I think we get out of this is if we ingratiate ourselves to them. Maybe offer our services for tracking down the plan and uncovering the plot and doing something, because we've got no money. We can't just go ahead and clear your name. You know, I'm very aware that. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see you in this meeting. But he says, talks really lowly, so that only Pastor Timothy can hear. But he says to him quite as quietly as he can. He says, "But believe you me, if I could do something, I would."
I hear you, Belson. And I hear you as well talk about the lawful transfer of justice, the just transfer of power. But, and this is a big but, if we are in any way possibly, if we're able to affect that outcome, then we should give it our all. Not sit idly by and watch the city become worse than it is. Because we know that's what's going to happen if Athena comes to power. I'm not saying that we create some sort of resistance or anything like that, but in what small measure of influence that we have, we should use it.
You have to be smarter, though. You're talking to one of the most loyal men, and that's our next meeting. That sort of talk, I would not be surprised if he locks us up. Don't you think so, Talk?
I would have said that. Yes, it's no good entertaining wishful thinking.
Yes.
As to what
Or as
might
my
be the
father
future.
used to say to me, wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up quicker.
Aye. We
need to keep our noses
we
clean.
go into this talk with our eyes open, but we must have a plan.
I agree. My plan is for you not to get into further trouble. Be aware of your audience, be aware of what you're saying, and hopefully we don't get caught in the crossfire. Look, I care very deeply about all of you, even you, Squid Hand. And I don't want us to get into trouble. So, and I think we need to ingratiate ourselves and recognize, and I hate that I'm saying this, recognize our station.
Aye. So Bileson has put forward one plan in that we curry favour with this current administration. And I put forward another plan in that we use whatever small influence we have to perhaps affect positive change in the city. And I would put it to a vote. And I will stand by whatever vote we have. I will support you.
I suspect the most likely outcome is that the city would be improved, but only because we would spend many years in hard labour breaking large rocks into smaller rocks at the behest of the new queen.
And I would also say that I fully intend to use my small influence, but it is my small influence. We do not have that influence to affect a change on such a scale as what you suggest. And I feel very deeply that Lord Cider was speaking to you in code, but clearly. And if we push it too far, there might be grave consequences for you. Very grave.
Well, there's the rub, Bileson, knowing exactly how far we can push it. While we may not be able to affect massive change, we may be able to keep the ear of Signmonder and give hope to future change. But also, what the fuck was that up with that fucking demon? That was fucking crazy.
Now, was that the lady you lost in your adventures talk? Or have you told us about that? Other people have told us about that.
So I believe we were tasked with the prince, and a band of us were off to free Queen Lyrentia.
That's right.
It's hard. That's the current queen. So that
current
It
queen.
was some time ago. I'm not sure of the circumstances of the first queen's demise.
Just died. Nothing demonic,
Okay.
nothing poison, no assassination. She just plain old died.
However, I cannot feel that perhaps this might be connected to those cultists who, remember, at the mill were unleashing, had said that they had released into the world some new force. I'm wondering if
Aye.
this
And
apparition...
they referred to that force as a she, right? In the
Hmm.
female. Aye.
Well, then that is what I want to do, because those cultists were dicks. This is how we influence things. We influence that person, if we can still call her that.
Okay, well, I would put forward a new mandate for the group then. We defend the kingdom from this outside threat. But we use whatever subtle means we have to defend the kingdom from this internal threat.
I agree, with an emphasis on subtlety.
What say you, Torque? What say you, Hector?
Well, we must hear what Simonda has to say. Perhaps he will have a path for us that fulfills our needs.
Aye. But we must also reckon with the idea that the possibility that Simonda may be a broken man, and a path may need to be offered to him.
Well, he's always led me valiantly and truthfully. So if it wasn't for that dealings when we thought we saw him purchasing those feathers in that pub, then perhaps I should have been wiser.
Well, no, that surely wasn't him. That must have been, yeah. That was some form of look-alike.
Agree.
Yeah.
That I should have seen.
I would love to just forget about that whole incident. Like that was on us.
Please don't mention it in front of Hector. All the cookies, everything. Where's that cookie, Hector? Throw it on the ground. I want to stomp on it.
I think I'll keep a hold of it until you forget about it. Then I might give it to you.
Tell you what, though, that might be a handy thing to have, actually. A little sweet, vomity. Yeah, no, hang on to it. Yes.
Remember, it took some time for it to affect us. It was not an instantaneous illness or poison upon us.
About 30
That's
minutes in
good.
game time. About 30 minutes before you were violently ill.
Perfect.
In case it's not obvious, the introductory sessions are gone. And now we're into the meat of the campaign. This was the big twist that I was kind of holding out for while everybody was here. But the king is dead. Long live the queen.
If only Hector was on the other side of the fighting bracket, he would have dealt to her.
Oh, she just at the table, she would have obliterated every single one of you.
I thought that. So yeah, in terms of game time, we've got a couple of hours to kill. Unless there's something more that we need to do, I need to check in with my people. When stuff like this happens, our people tend to get blamed. I need to check on them. If you don't mind, I'd like to go and speak to them.
No, that sounds fine. At some point, Bailson, I would love for your people to be brought in, and perhaps they become our people.
Yes, well, that's what I've often said, is whether you could join us. They're a cautious lot and they're very careful, and they don't let you in easily. But I always ask. When they're ready, I'm sure they will consider it. But no, that cautious nature has kept them alive this long and allowed them to live the lives they do. So please accept my apologies. I will try once more. I sincerely hope that we do become kin.
Very good.
I shall meet you at the entrance in 2 hours or so.
Only works out.
Aye.
So we'll get to the rest of you, what you want to do in those 2 hours in a moment. But in the meantime, Alison, come over to Voice Channel 2.
Yes.
Right,
Hello.
Alison. Hello. Welcome to the other side.
Yes.
All right. So you do indeed connect up with Taris, the leader of the Uncanny Vagabonds, and his right-hand man, Gren.
Mhm.
And before you even get a word out, Taris looks at you and says, "Well, holy shit, brother. What the hell just happened?"
A demon fought in the Tournament of Champions and slayed the king. And get this, it took the visage of his dead wife. It called her a kinslayer, and this is not what I was expecting when I went on a tour of the city.
Yeah, well, now there's an old saying from the Drael states. It goes like this. It's a curse, and it goes like this. May you live in interesting times. Now, it may sound like a blessing, but it's in fact a curse. When the Dark Angels ruled this land, they were indeed interesting times, but you wouldn't want to live through it. When the theocracy was at its might and every impure thought was crushed, those were interesting times, but you wouldn't want to live them. Now, people might say these are interesting times. The king is dead, and that princess is going to be queen. That is interesting. I see these interesting times as opportunities. Times of chaos and times of doubt. There is money to be made.
It sure is.
Brother Bailson, do you think these are interesting times in which we could turn a quick buck? Or there are bigger things to be concerned about?
I have not told you this, but when we were outside the gate city walls, we encountered cultists. I think this is not merely a blip, but something, the start of something much more substantial.
You remember
And,
the day that we met you in the forest, where you were ravaged by wolves and on death's door? I'm sure you remember that day.
I do.
And you do remember that we healed you. Not only healed you, we brought you into the family.
I totally remember that. And have I not attempted to do your every beck and call throughout all of this? I am loyal.
Up to now, as you know, information is power. Information is leverage. Why did you not tell me about this demon summoning?
Well, I was at parent-teacher interviews and I forgot to tell you about it.
That's the real reason.
Yeah, no, I have come at my earliest convenience. I do not want my compatriots getting suspicious. They trust me wholeheartedly. I mean, you saw what happened with the cookie scam. They trust me wholeheartedly. And isn't that evidence of my loyalty here? But
Here's your cut, by the way, and he hands you 300 gold pieces.
yes, now what I'm going to tell them is that you've given me 1 gold piece, and I'll hand it to them as just to ensure that we have lodging. It's not me being. It's yes.
It's your money. Do what you want
Yes.
with it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can I just say, though, it was nice to use a slow-acting poison. I mean, the last time we used poison, it was so quick, and I almost got locked up. And luckily, my quick talking got me out of it. But just saying, that slow-acting poison is a good thing.
Odd Wildhammer.
Yes, that's what I really wanted to talk about.
We
What?
remain between a rock and a hard place. Wildhammer knows we're coming. I suspect he is by all accounts the richest person in the entire kingdom. His wealth exceeds that of the palace. No doubt he's doubled, tripled, quadrupled his security, especially given these interesting times. Do not know the answer.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. During these interesting times, we've got the ear at the very least of Lord Seidel, and is it not best for me to push my connections with him to become part of that society and thusly provide me with an opportunity to complete our arrangement?
Is worth a go. I mean, the Wildhammers are a closeted bunch at the best of times.
Yes.
They tend to come out only during the Wildhammer Ball and other official events. Perhaps you'll have your opportunity at the coronation.
Yes, perhaps. But can I emphasize this? Perhaps we will have the opportunity in the coronation.
Well, quite frankly, I don't think I'm going to get invited. I mean, I know Lord Signmondo, and he knows me. And let's just say it'll be a very, very bad look if we were invited to the ceremony. It's just not the done thing.
Of course.
You, on
Of
the
course.
other hand, I don't know how you could possibly pull this off, but if I imagine both Lord and the Lady Wildhammer will be at the coronation, perhaps this is the break that we need.
I will think on my toes, and believe you me, if I have my chance, I will take it.
All right. Well, we've got a lot of thinking to do, Belson. A lot of planning. We
Yes.
do trade. Everything's okay now, but the queen in waiting, I think that's the right word, is not quite queen yet. All right. Let's touch base maybe after the funeral, before the coronation. We'll find out if Wildhammer's attending the coronation, and we'll go from there.
Great. Can I just ask one more further thing? Pastor Timothy asked to be brought in. Can he join us?
No.
I appreciate the answer. It is just, I say that I ask you every time. And thusly I've asked you, and I hear your response wholeheartedly.
I could add layers of whys and why nots and balance of arguments. Just no. In summary, no.
I agree.
Keep in touch, Bowson.
Thank you.
And let's bounce back to voice. Yeah.
And just before we go, how much is it for a night at the Lucky Leap?
It's like 5 silver, something like that. Pretty cheap.
5 silver. Okay, so I'm going to give 5 silver, but that's okay. I just wanted to confirm that.
Sure.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
In the introductory area, it doesn't. The guys do get tougher.
Right. So, Bowson goes off and does Bowson things. Is there anything you guys wish to do before the meeting with Lord Signmunder?
No, just tidy up and collect all the gear for me anyway, so present myself well in his service.
Nope.
I think the only other thing that I thought possibly, but I'd imagine they'd know anyway, is that the lawgivers, whether they need to be informed of anything. I imagine that since it's a large public event, they wouldn't need to know anything.
Oh, well, yeah. Lawgivers were there. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
people get drunk and start punching each other at these types of events, right? Unfortunately. So everybody is well aware of what happened. Everybody is well aware that the former queen killed the king. The king is dead. And wailing on the streets even now. He was a much loved king. All right. So.
Well, the one thing Pastor Timothy would like to do in the
sure.
interim, he's feeling bad about stuff, and he would like to try and find the old woman with the ginger cookies and cast purify food and drink around her so that no one else gets poisoned by her things.
Okay, so you can spend the 2 hours wandering the streets if you like, trying to find her by making a perception check. Or investigation, your choice.
Perception is going to be better for me. And I'm going to roll with advantage because I'm in smell.
You can guide yourself as well.
Oh, yeah, and...
Nope. You do not find an old lady. The old lady, in fact.
Oh, dear. I just hope no one gets the tummy cramps like I did.
All right. So you eventually gather up, cross over into the High District. Once again, the guards try and stop you, and I say, "Oh no, Lord Munda, told us you were coming. So please proceed." And you go past the royal villas, the noble villas. You come across the Munda Villa. You see he's got a a cryptorium, family gravesite over there. And you enter in. The people who usually usher you in are weeping as well. But they maintain an air of professionalism and escort you to Lord Signmunder. And you see Lord Signmunder has got this head in his hands. And you see his whole chest is shaking as if he's having a good old cry about it. But as soon as your arrival is announced, he straightens himself up and pretends he's adjusting his beard, but he's really wiping away tears. All right, come in, Thank you for agreeing to meet me. I appreciate it. Now, please close the door behind you. And he goes round himself and closes the shutters on the windows. Well, that should hopefully stop any prying eyes. Now, before I say anything, I know, before you say anything, let me say this. I know the sentiment out there. You know, the king is well loved. Let's just say the princess is less well loved. When everybody asks you about the princess, the only thing to say in the response is the king is dead, long live the queen. Do I make myself clear?
Absolutely, Lord Monda.
Alright. What the hell happened out there? It was, everybody saw it. It was as plain as day. That was Queen Alyssa. But not the Queen Alyssa I remember. I remember a sweet gentlewoman who loved the king, who loved the prince, who did everything she did. She was a well-loved queen.
Well, perhaps, I cannot speak to the truth of this, but perhaps we could investigate what had happened. If you remember when we went to collect your horse, we found a group of cultists conducting foul rituals, and they had claimed that they had released some force back into the kingdom. Perhaps that has something to do with these recent events. And although it looked like the former queen, how can we be sure it was the queen and not just some deception?
Well, we don't know. She bore her visage. That much was true. And you remember her words. I'm going to paste her words into Discord just so we can see what they said as soon as I get the right page. Here we go. So, Waldron, you are a kingslayer and a traitor to your house. Not even death can avenge your deeds. I claim your soul in punishment. It is in hell, where we shall meet again.
Aye, that certainly sounds like someone who knew him.
What's this kinslayer as well? That's a confusing thing to throw in there.
So in terms of the family tree, were there brothers and sisters, siblings?
No.
Not that we know of.
Well,
And his father and mother before him.
The line should go from King Waldron. Next in line was Prince Krasner, but he is dead, of course. Next in line is Princess Athena. So even there were brothers or sisters or anything like that.
Were they half brothers or half siblings?
Prince Krasner and Princess Athena were indeed half siblings.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
So the prince was from the first marriage and the princess from the second. So she's the daughter of Laurentia proper, but Prince Krasnez was not the biological son of the queen, Laurentia.
Nope. So this is the original royal family. That's Princess Elisa, who just plain old died, and she came back as a demon. Prince Krasner, the guy in this picture, is the son of both of those, just plain old mother and father. Of course, Queen Alyssa died, and Queen Laurentia took her place. And Queen Laurentia and King Waldron had Athena as a daughter. So indeed, Prince Krasner and Princess Athena are half siblings. They share the same father, but different mothers. Royal trees, man.
I
Always
hate to
complicated.
ask this of you. I hate to ask of you of this Lord Monder, but did you see any changes in the king's behavior after the death of his queen
Let me
and his
tell
son?
you the story. The great mage of our age, Arlen the Constructor, who overdrew the theocracy, he designed the palace. Now, I do not know how to access it. I do not wish to know how to access it. But he created a so-called tunnel of love, which enabled the queen and the king and the kings before him to have ladies of the night, to have concubines, to have other lovers, secret their way into the palace to do the things that kings like to do, which is propagate their seed. So, I guarantee you there are many bastards out there who don't even know that they have some claim to the throne. Even if we did find such a bastard, Princess Athena would still, by rights, be next in line. So the king was a philandering person. Everybody knew it. Everybody loved him regardless. And Queen Alyssa turned a blind eye. Now, Queen Laurentia, she did not come from noble birth. She was but a servant girl. But the queen took a liking to her. And not long after the queen died, they became an item. And they became married. And eventually, of course, Queen Laurentia gave birth to Princess Athena. Here is the thing, though, that's confusing. On the one hand, you may say it's true love, because the king's philandering ways stopped the moment he married Queen Laurentia. Maybe it was true love. Maybe he was so wholeheartedly devoted in his love for his queen that philandering was no longer on the table. Some people speculate that perhaps Queen Laurentia cast a spell on him. Spell of love. I tend to take the former. I think it was true love. But to answer your question, the major difference between the kings is he slept around for the first queen, did not sleep around for the second queen.
Okay. A man in such a position, a man in a position of such power, that power and the things that go with it wouldn't dissipate easily, even for true love. True love might do a year or two, but a man who philanders,
It's been 16 years ever since the princess was born. 16 years they've been married. 16 years the princess has been alive.
16 years for a man who loved to get his thing wet to not. That is strange. And I do not wish to cause any offence with any of this line of questioning at all. The king was the king, and he was who he was, and we're bereft without him. But I would mildly question the idea that a man can change that much.
You're right.
Without something influencing from the outside.
Perhaps. Here are the things that is going to happen. No force of a Glarion is going to stop this. That is momentum now. Tomorrow, the king will be buried. He will be buried below the palace, and we will bury him next to his son, Prince Krasna, who is also buried down there. Queen Elisa, for that matter, too, she is down there as well. That's a scary thought. The day after that, the queen will be coronated. Nothing is going to change that. And by rights, the throne is hers.
Aye.
But I
Do we expect any interference with the burial of the king? Given we've seen a demon bearing the visage of the queen, the former queen, do we expect any sort of possible interference during the burial?
I don't know. What I do know is that Belson, Torque, Pastor Timothy, and Hector, you've all showed yourselves more than capable. You rescued Miss Ivory. You fought bravely in the Battle of Champions. You're not without talent. I need you to be with me as an additional security for both the funeral and the coronation. And as an act of gratitude, I'm more than happy to, number one, have your debt forgiven, Pastor Timothy. And to the rest of you, I'm more than happy to pay you 500 gold pieces for your time.
Not that money would be the first motivation that would cause me to act. I am, of course, always your loyal servant and would help you in any manner.
Oh,
Was
I
that
know
500
that.
each?
500 each, yep. Except for Pastor Timothy, because his debt is effectively paid off by that 500 gold pieces. Just take the money.
Although one thing that would put my mind at ease, I should like to just if we are going down to the tombs for the king's interment, just to check on the security of the former queen's vault. Was she buried in a tomb?
Ooh.
Let me show you a picture. This is a big ass map. Oh, I'm going to get a preview of next week, actually. So this is the tombs beneath it. And if you can't, if it's a bit blurry, zoom out and zoom in. But you see here, this is where the king will be buried. These are the sarcophaguses of former kings and queens. And the tradition here, the sarcophaguses are upright. Why is that? I don't know, but they're upright. So this is the scene where the funeral will happen. So if you want to go and check out Queen Elissa's sarcophagus, you can. But is that great?
Right, but we can. No, it wasn't that. It was. I should like to put my keen senses to the fore there.
All right. And yes, I know you're loyal, Talk. I think you and I need to have a talk at some point as well about what it means to be loyal. I saw Here's a question for you, Talk. I know you're at least there for some of the time on the tragic day when Prince Krasnor was taken from us. Father Lester as well, let's not forget about him. And there are things I swear to. Who do you owe allegiance to, Talk? This is my question for you. Do you owe allegiance to the kingdom or to the crown?
Are those two things not the same?
No, they are not. They're very, very similar, and there's a subtle distinction between both of them.
Forgive my provincial thinking. I have not been asked to think of such matters above my station. I'm I'm honoured that you would think that I would have an opinion and know the subtle distinction between a king, the crown, and the kingdom itself. But I'm always a servant of an efficient master, so I suspect an efficient king, a well-run kingdom, would be something that I am most loyal to.
While we're in this private space, my loyalty is to the crown, first and foremost. Now more than ever, with the prince dead and the king dead, I will not besmirch my honor by not submitting to this queen. I know the way some of you are looking at me at the moment, that is perhaps not where your heads are at. But let's see how this plays out. Yes, do your security detail if you so wish talk. That is fine. And the coronation, the funeral will begin at noon tomorrow. I expect you to be there. I'll be riding Miss Ivory. You just be on the lookout. Same thing with the coronation.
Good.
Right. And if there's any more questions, they can wait till next week, because I need to crash now.
Well,
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Lord Sidon, there's one matter
Lord
that I wish to
Sidemunder,
bring
you
up.
daft fool. My name is Lord Sidemunder.
Lord Sidemunder, there's one matter I wish to bring up with you, which you may wish to consider over the next few days. You've mentioned yourself that there are whispers of infidelity to the crown, if not outright treachery. People aren't really they're unsure of what is happening, and I agree with you that this transition is going to be difficult. I would suggest possibly that if there was some possible way to have a network of people working amongst the people to gauge their reactions, to root out possible insurrectionists, to warn us and advise us of the people's feelings around things, that may go some way to creating a more stable, short-term at least, future for the kingdom. And I believe our man Bailson may have a few such operatives who may give us some assurances as to what the people are. I'm not saying a spy network, but I'm basically saying a spy network.
Pastor Timothy, stop right there. I said the only thing you can say is the king is dead, long live the queen. What you are talking about is verging on treason. I suggest you keep your mouth shut.
I would like to insight check Sidemunder as to whether he actually means that, or whether he actually wants to give us the go ahead.
You think he's serious? He has lost 2 royal family members under his watch. You do feel some honor is perhaps taking the place of common sense. But he is probably, apart from the Queen and the Queen Dowager, the most powerful man most powerful dwarf in all of the kingdom, perhaps rivaled only by the Wiltamer family, who are just obscenely rich. He's extremely well respected, he's extremely well connected, and yeah, he's serious.
Okay, so with seeing that he's so serious, and knowing what I know about the city, I will say, of course, Lord Simonder, that is definitely that's the right thing to do right now, and in no way will we
Repeat
activate.
after me. I asked you to be stop twisting the words. Say the phrase, Pastor Timothy. Say it like you mean
King
it.
is dead, long live the Queen.
Long
The
live
king the king is dead. Long live the Queen.
Nods. Alright guys, that's it. See you next week. And we'll see
Take
what
care.
happens.
Thank you very much for the session.
Okay.
Awesome.
No.
Nice to be back, DM.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, good night, everyone.